All right. Hello. Greetings. Welcome to episode 10, the final episode of Monster of the Week Down the Road. There's some emotions riding high here already, I can see.
It's the final countdown.
You will soon see how appropriate your song is. Foreshadowing. So anyway, I'm Scott of Scott's Case Files, the Twitch channel you're watching or the video you're watching. And above me are the stars of the show, my players, the awesome folks that they are. Let's start over here with introducing Cassie.
Hello, peoples. I'm waving at you now.
We got Emily.
Hello.
And Jason.
Everybody watching, including players, stay hydrated. And last but not least, we have Brian.
Hello, everyone.
So yeah, here we are. It's been a run, but here we are, episode 10. Who thought we'd make it? I did.
I did.
That's just a joke. I really did. So yes, but yeah, it's there's an episode ahead of us, so I figure let's pop into it. All right, so let's get started. So this is going to be one of my magical in media res beginnings. So in the middle of the action. So the backstory here is you basically work as contractors for Pest Control International. And as all corporations do, they have those stupid ass meetings. You know, the big meetings where everybody goes and does group building and bonding things and hitting each other with those padded bats. That is actually fun. But you know, are you a squiggle? Are you a triangle type person? All that stuff. And this is no different. So you were brought in, and let me tell you, groups of hunters doing group building contests is a whole lot more interesting than any other group doing it. But as for other corporations, this is no different. Things just don't go right for these retreats, and next thing you know, blood everywhere. So you were all at your own table doing your thing. It's probably a half hour after the first drop of blood was spilled.
Blood?
Yes. So
whatever.
Yes.
It's not my blood.
Mostly not.
Is it Darcy's blood?
It could be.
Is it Dumas' blood?
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, well, then I'm not concerned.
Oh, damn. So yes. So we come to a scene where Darcy is out of shotgun rounds. Hawk's little gun is empty. Dumas is actually getting tired from punching werewolves. There's literal werewolf fur matted to her knuckles at this point. Charles, I never thought I'd say this, but his chainsaw ran out of gas. If there was a time to own a full body raincoat, this would have been it, but that wasn't part of the show. So yeah, here we are. So the scene we'll start in with you all is basically the whole place is decimated. Everyone's dead. You're basically standing in front of the dead May and 2 out of the 3 spooky sisters. Scarface is sitting over her 2 sisters, just crying, and it's an ugly cry.
Scarface would be the one to survive. Let's be real.
Yeah. And everything looks just horrible. Stuff's on fire. There is no more Pest Control International. It's done. You literally watch the heads lose their heads. Your contact, Mr. Smith, literally got gnawed on right in front of you. It's the party's over for this. So as you're kind of standing around, Scarface looks up at you, up at the 4 of you. He's like, I can't believe they're all dead.
Well, what actually happened is the werewolves attacked? Just a bunch of werewolves?
Yeah, it's hard to put together, but the consensus is basically the hunters became the hunt dead. some monsters decided to put their foot down and take care of business. They pretty much did. So a huge werewolf pack and the dozens of werewolves descended on the building. That's at least that's what you're kind of getting. Again, this whole group has murdered many of them. And yeah, so Scarface is like, she gets up and she has a gun in her hand, and she's just like, can't believe they're all dead.
I can't believe we're not.
See, this is what happens when you try team building.
And Hawk tries a little bit of probably ill-timed humor. You know what they say? If you can keep your head when everyone else around you is losing theirs, you're a hell of a swordsman.
She just kind of goes, you know, some other time I would have found that hilarious. And she puts the gun up and drops right in front of you. Some blood spatters on Darcy, and she's just down. And like there's again, you're all reminded of how loud guns are. Nobody really understands that, but you do, and especially guns in enclosed spaces like this. Like you were in kind of like little like meeting rooms, and now you're in like a larger vestibule area. But a gun, even a small handgun going off in a space like that, just hurts. Your ears are ringing, and as the ringing kind of recedes, you hear this clapping behind you.
Yeah, Dumas will turn.
Yeah, Dumas can turn.
Everyone else keep their back.
No, yeah. Darcy will turn around, but like kind of hide behind Dumas.
Charles is going to turn around, but he cut off a werewolf head and he's got it on his hand like a ventriloquist puppet.
God.
A surprise to no one, really. Let's face it.
So he turns around. He's just, oh great, a James Bond villain.
And true to the assumption here, he is wearing a completely white suit, like no blood on it or anything. It's a literal impossibility in the truest form of the word literal that he has not a speck of blood on him.
Not even the shoes?
Not even the shoes. Even as he gets up and he stands from the seat he was in, which is covered in blood, and still nothing. Dumas, it takes a second. But your human eyes kind of focus and unfocus and refocus and unfocus, and you recognize this person. It's Beelzebub. And this was the individual in the box right next to your own back in the day. He was a lieutenant of Lucifer himself.
Hawk will finally turn around since everybody else is.
Y'all didn't turn to stone.
Taking a look at this guy in this impeccable suit. Guy.
Hawk is a little jealous, probably.
Fuck is your problem?
I want to know what detergent he uses, honestly.
Hawk, he points at you. Hawk, I'm so glad you asked that question. Because that's what I'm all about.
Very long day, and I haven't had my coffee, and now you're here looking like some stuck-up asshole, and why shouldn't I just finish you off like everyone else here?
Well, us stuck-up assholes in suit have to stay together, don't we, Hawk?
That's in character too. That feels like something Darcy would find funny. And then maybe there's the moment where she's like, "Oh, sorry."
This is a war scenario. We need to find survivors and find some place safer to be.
I think
more
we are
defensible.
it, Dumas.
What do you want? What are you doing here? Who the fuck are you? And why should I blow your pretty little face completely off of your neck?
He's like, oh, she said I was pretty. Oh, Dumas, why don't you tell him who I am? And there are no survivors. You're it.
I knew it.
This is another one from the abyss.
That doesn't tell me much. Are you saying he's Bitchel?
Uh-huh.
Is that who you are? Are you here to be my bitch?
Bitch. No, I'm here. I'm here to help you help yourselves. My name is Beelzebub. Up until recently, when Lucifer was murdered, I was his lieutenant. And now, I'm here for you, to help you. Help yourselves.
Wait. Hold on. Lucifer was murdered?
Oh, just now in kind of, terms you'd understand. Duma knows what I mean. Things happened quickly. So okay, let me catch y'all up. Duma, you're wearing that meat suit, and I understand that slows you down a little bit, the whole, angelic senses. I'm not. This is really hurting, by the way. I'm just projecting my angelic self like this, and it is painful. But you know what? I know pain, so I'm good with it for now.
So if I just shot you in the head, it wouldn't actually do anything to you, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
No? Pow!
And it does impact him, and you can see it go through, but takes down there was the last picture on the wall, and you shot it, and now it's fallen on the ground amongst the rubble.
Duma
Charles is going to turn the werewolf head to Hawk and go, wah, wah, wah.
Duma, why was that not as satisfying as it should have been?
What now?
I did not sign up for this shit.
You kind of did.
No, I signed up for shit, but not like this shit. It's just like, are you gonna make me go through door number 3 and stand on my head and shit for all eternity?
No.
Is that what you're here for?
I recognize that reference, but no. It says Dumas.
So
Tell him I'm okay.
We're not about to be taken to the afterlife. We're not actually dead or anything.
No, I'm going to take you to a different place, a different dimension, but that's neither here nor there. You're alive for the moment.
Are you gonna kill us to do that?
No. Why is it? What? We get such a bad rap. Have you read that book of yours? So-called Demons, the Fallen. We do there's literally 5 deaths that whole book you can attribute to demons. The rest is the other guy. So
I don't read. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to turn away from Beelzebub and just look for something to drink. There must be something around here there's
probably right before your team building, there were refreshments served in those little glasses by the waiters with the big tray. Oh, here.
Duma can pull a beer out.
The never-ending beer
right.
Your little pocket
Hand
dimension.
it to Hawk.
beer? But I don't wait, fuck it. And I'll
We
just
don't drink.
down the beer.
Oh, apparently we do drink.
And then I'll throw the empty at Beelzebub.
It does hit him, but just kind of rebounds. No stain on his outfit.
Oh.
They were with me in the fire.
Yes.
So,
Yes, we were put in
But
the
I do
cages.
I do not know what they plan now.
Oh, so Dumas, see that while you're wearing that meat suit, you're kind of out of the whole thing, and I apologize. So I'm here to catch you up real fast. And he he reaches out to you, and if you allow him, he'll touch your head.
All right.
So he touches your head, and immediately, in terms, in visuals, if you will, that humans couldn't possibly take, you see a second war, there's the kingdom, and this time the walls were taken down, and so was their mighty leader. And now the fallen rule is basically the synopsis of this story. And then he takes his hand off, and you're probably, again, you're wearing a human, so even though he was speaking to your angelic form, this still hurt. So you're probably a little woozy or about to fall down or something like that.
When did this happen?
Again, very shortly ago in mortal terms. I mean, you know how time works. It's weird. I it probably happened like 2 seconds before I got here, as far as the humans would know. But it was a while ago for us. In that other place. So okay, so now this is really important, and I want to get you all moving. But basically, you're some badass hunters, and that's what I need. And you have a brother with us, or sister. We don't do the gender thing, us angels, so...
Why do you need us?
Okay, so here's the deal. Okay. Did I mention the sorcerers yet? Projecting myself takes a lot of effort here. Did I mention the sorcerers?
There's sorcerers?
Sorcerers?
Yeah, okay, sorcerers. Let me try to... I gotta kind of grasp onto this frame.
If
Yeah.
you're some kind of badass...
Angel.
whatever is thing, why the fuck do you need us? Why the fuck you come here, make a big mess, kill everybody, and then have the nerve to say that you need us? Can't you do whatever we can do?
I'm cutting you off. No more beer. We'll get you some virginal glacial water soon, but before that, let me talk about the sorcerers before it goes on my head again. Okay, so there are these 4 sorcerers. They're now in their own little pocket dimension, and they are doing a ritual that will end existence, like all of it. So the thing is, we, angels, fallen, whatever group, we have covenants. It's like a promise from eons ago that we have no choice but to keep. I know you mortals wouldn't know anything about, keeping your word, but for that long, but it's, so we can't directly interfere, but we can indirectly interfere. So you're my indirect interference.
Is this some kind of legal court bullshit?
Of an eternal type, certainly we could say that.
Are we going to cooperate with him, Darcy? We don't like the courts.
That's true, but maybe the celestial courts don't care that I was a car thief?
They literally do not care.
Okay, so, like, there'd be immunity prosecution for all of that?
Did I mention the end of existence? Like, all of it? Like, everything? Did I mention that? Because I get a little messed up as I'm trying to hold this form.
Well,
Do we get to have cool superhero names? That's what I want to know.
Cool,
If
what?
we're going to be superheroes. Cool
They
superhero
may.
names.
Sure.
They may have accessed some of the powers I lost before the Abyss. Before then, I was, and some others were in charge in editing reality. We chose what was annihilated, essentially, and what stayed in. We destroyed concepts, colors, fundamental forces.
Got rid of colors.
We basically destroyed what was carved reality like a statue until it was perfect.
Yeah.
And what was left, we destroyed.
Yeah, and he goes like this towards Charles. He's like, and they say Lucifer was bad. Am I right?
Charles is going to turn to Beelzebub. He pulls out 2 cigarettes, puts one in the werewolf head, one in his own mouth. All right. He's just talking with the werewolf.
I can see your lips moving, Charles.
Also, it's not like we have anything better to do. We're kind of out of a job. And Darcy gestures to everything.
Charles is going to look at Darcy, and Charles is going to start saying, I don't really give a shit about the rest of existence, but looks at her and then pulls out a picture. It has a picture of him, Darcy, and Finra all dressed up as Wizard of Oz characters. Charles
Oh
is
my
oddly
God.
dressed up as Dorothy.
This is not odd to
Darcy-
anyone, really.
Darcy's the
Darcy's
Tin Man, and Finra's is the Scarecrow. And they're all holding each other like this.
Yeah, that's
But I do-
literally a shock to no one. Literally.
But you two are the two I love the most. So if you two died, I would be sad.
Well,
And who
you
else
wouldn't
would-
be sad because you would also be dead.
Yeah, that's the thing about reality ending is I wouldn't even know the reality had ended, and so I wouldn't care.
And I wouldn't
Oh,
be
come
able
on.
to get on Hawk's nerves anymore.
There's a reason we
We
don't
must save
give him
reality.
alcohol, right? Sure, alcohol.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. She gets
Yeah.
weird.
Were these sorcerers, did they have anything to do with the corrupted that we were been hunting for the last few months?
No. No, it's the covenant that's existed for a while. They just kind of found it and are using a little loophole. Their little
Hey.
ritual can undo it all.
Okay, Duma, you seem to have all like unlimited beer in there. Do you have like an endless keg or something that's just always pouring beer or something?
Duma, let's not give her more beer.
Because like if you do, they've only got like this sorcerers in this like little pocket dimension, right? So if we had like a keg of like endless beer and we like turned it on and put it in the pocket dimension, because it's so small, it would just like completely fill up and drown them, right?
No, I just get it from 7-Eleven. I go on.
Scott's Case Files is not in any way, shape, or form sponsored by 7-Eleven.
Whoa. You go to the Sev to get more beer?
No.
Is that what they mean by their fucking slogan? Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
Oh, God.
I'm going to kind of sit back and have this look on my face that's just kind of like brain exploded.
Listen, what's the hesitation? Let's go save the world. Be heroes. Do something good for once in our lives.
Yeah.
Hey,
Charles
well,
is already-
that part's probably just me.
Charles is already behind Beelzebub.
Yeah, let's go punch some sorcerers. I never liked sorcerers anyway.
We're gonna be big damn heroes. I remember that saying. Well, that was on that TV show, right? The Flintstones.
Yes.
What?
I just want you to know
about?
that we had no hand in that cancellation. That was elsewhere. There's a reason we toppled those walls.
Okay,
Oh my God.
okay, Mr. Asshole Bulb. How do we get wherever we're supposed to be going?
Well, Dorothy, you just click your heels together and wish you were in a pocket dimension.
Darcy actually does that.
My name's not Dorothy.
Okay. So here's how this works. Dumas can vouch for me. I basically just need your consent and poof, you're there.
That
Do
seems
we have to
really
like sign a
convenient.
contract or something?
No, we don't recognize that kind of thing. That's all folklore. Don't,
Do I get a golden fiddle?
Are
I'm
you
sure
gonna take our
something can be arranged. I don't feel the need to offer you compensation for stopping the end of existence, but we can work something out, I'm sure. Once you sober
I
up,
don't
we'll
want
get you that
my-
glacial water.
Charles-
Just letting you know, I don't think my soul has much market value, so you shouldn't take it.
Charles is giving a thumbs up, but at the same time, he's looking at that werewolf head. He looks over to Darcy and goes, Darcy, I'm a one-man barbershop quartet. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga,
Ooga
chaka.
chaka.
We're not-
Can we leave the werewolf head? I don't think the
Let's-
werewolf is necessary
let's-
to stop the end of existence.
Let's
Since
get going.
we were at a company gathering of Pest Control Incorporated, Hawk is going to take some time to basically loot the dead bodies and load themselves down with
God.
lots of guns and ammo.
Yeah, you
There's
guys
gotta
probably
be
need.
guns and ammo
You
for-
probably do need rounds for your weapons. So yeah.
Let's restock and then we can go. That's really smart.
Yeah. Well, you guys are getting stuff. Dumas, he Beelzebub kind of saunters over to Dumas. Like, I see you've been keeping your secrets to yourself. They don't seem very educated in our ways.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have much to say.
You never did, but I always admired you for that. We were cellmates, kind of. I almost think I could feel you through my cell to yours once or twice in those eons.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
I'm glad I'm sending you in. You're kind
I
of a
half
loophole
expect-
in the loophole of the Covenant. You've been wearing that meat suit for some time now, so good luck.
I half expected Dumas to be like, well, they're not educated much in general.
And yeah, so once you're all gathered with your stuff, he's like, all right, does anyone have to go to the bathroom? Good. And poof, there's like the sensation of swirling and darkness and light and like when you are able to open your eyes again, when you have eyes again, you're basically staring down like a large marble hallway with like mist going down the floor and emanating from the ceiling. And you probably won't throw up, but you're a little sick from the transition. And you all hear Beelzebub's voice in your ear. I can't tell you how to tamper with the ritual because I don't want them reading your mind. So once you get in their throne room, for lack of a better term, I will let you know what to do to stop the ritual.
You can read our
Oh.
minds.
Charles looks up and goes, I have to pee.
Wait, does this mean that we're going to have like a bunch of like sealed letters with instructions in them that we're supposed to open at certain times? I saw this movie!
This is a horrible time for Hawk to be drunk, and it's hilarious as hell.
I saw this movie! What was it called? Like, Shove!
hey, Hawk. Let me. I'll take Hawk on the shoulder. Remember, you cannot get drunk from beer. So stop that.
Hey, Charles is like seriously is literally just yelling up, hey, Beezy, I really have to pee.
And Hawk will just kind of lean over closely to the Hawk. It's just like, I'm not drunk. I'm just really fucking tired.
That's reasonable.
That's reasonable.
Oh, Scott,
I
do you
act
think we
drunk,
were going to
so-
take this episode seriously in any way?
I
Because
know, that's
clearly,
fine.
that was not.
I had no expectation of that.
That's not
That'd be
what's
silly.
As
So-
I sit here and evil villain pet the cat.
So, yeah, so you guys are there for a while. Beelzebub's voice no longer echoes in your head. And in front of you, kind of partially down the hallway, you see kind of these four phantom forms. Say that 5 times fast. 4 phantom forms start to kind of coalesce. You can tell that they're immaterial. These are like ghostly forms, like a hologram type of thing. And there's one like forward figure, 2 figures to his right, and 1 figure to his left, and they kind of come into like focus as they start talking. So you start off with the first one, and he's a man in like very stereotypical sorcerer robes with a big staff with a crystal on it and a circle, a whole 9 yards. And he is you can tell he's just brimming with power. That you guys can, even those who aren't like in tune with the weird, the magic, you feel you're freaking surrounded by powerful magic. This is thumping through you.
I guess we'll walk straight up to him. Hey, Gandalf wants his robe back.
And you see he kind of what was that? Did you say something, Darcy?
I just said hi.
Oh, I thought you said Scott. So yes, so the big guy, as he kind of his ghostly form looks down at Hawk. He looks down. Mortal, you will know soon the power of the Four. We who will end reality. I am High Magister Horace Teague. And he gestures to his right, and these two women come into kind of they focus, they coalesce, and these are the sorceresses Vivian and Jacinta. And then he puts his hand to his left and he gestures, and that's Scott. And you see, hey y'all, how you doing? Hey, just a guy. Hey,
Just a guy, huh?
No,
no
just a
relation to the Scott in front of us.
Okay.
he looks very similar, you might say.
Y'all are a bunch of B-movie villains, I think.
Okay, so you dude, the reject from Waller's Academy. How much did your parents hate you to name you Horace?
That's what I want to know. Also, the Four, you can come up with a better villain group name than that.
Wait, hold the Four? I thought he said the Force, and I'm like a Lucas reject.
We do not infringe on any copyrights of Lucasfilms here at Scott's Cage Files. Just want to mention that. I guess. I mean, couldn't they come up with a better name, like the Quadrumvirate or something?
Hey,
Or
do we have a superhero group name? Do we need one?
And he kind of ignores Hawk's drunkeness.
Yes, we do.
He's like,
Fenrir Force.
turn back. Your
That's lame.
efforts will be for naught. And with that, they all four disappear.
Either that or we're Rhonda's Rangers.
Oh, that's good. Oh, hey, if we die here, who's going to take care of Rhonda? Jeffrey can't do it. He's also dead.
I think Rhonda will be reduced to its component atoms if we die.
Oh, no.
Do you think?
Not
Do you
Rhonda.
think there's any way we could summon her to like this pocket dimension to come and like save us if we needed to?
That would be awesome.
I could certainly try.
Dumont.
Well, we don't read it right now. No,
All right. What do you do?
Probably we don't need it now, but I mean, at some point we might have to just yell, "Help me, Rhonda!"
Oh God, you've been
be
setting that up for the entire campaign. Don't lie to me, Jason.
I plead the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
And in the final episode, we discover that Rhonda was sentient the whole time.
She was God the whole time.
Yep. Charles is going to look at the group, and then he's going to do like a little kid, start dancing on his legs, and then take off down the hallway, going, "I need the bathroom. I need to pee." He's just running.
And Charles, Beelzebub asked if you had to go before we left.
No one is the boss of Charles's bladder. Charles only is the boss of Charles's bladder.
I don't think
Well,
Charles
then-
is even the boss of his ladder.
Well, then
It's on the wall, Charles.
Charles is a pretty shitty boss then. But okay, so there's supposed to be some kind of four. Okay. And there's one guy who's incredibly full of himself. A couple of girls with really neat names, but they didn't really say anything. But they look kind of annoyed. I don't know, maybe we might be able to leverage that. They may be sick of him.
Vivian and Jacinta. They're fun to
Those
say.
I
did not do the neck thing.
names, right?
Just want to-
Unlike Horace. Like the last horse I ever heard of was a horse, so but then that Scott guy might actually be like the weak link. He actually seemed like really nice to us.
He just said hi.
As compared to Horace being, "Hey, look at me. I'm all big and manly," and talks like a no. Fuck that guy.
I appreciate how the four of us have collectively decided to go out with a bang, and we apparently can't take this thing at all.
All right, what do you do besides Charles pissing on the wall? We'll fade to black that one if you don't mind.
He ain't pissing yet. There's actually a reason why I said he has to piss, but that'll be for later.
Oh, geez.
Oh God!
If you've ever seen Troll 2, it's gonna lead to that.
The total humor in this campaign is just not right.
All right. Well, we're in this hallway. What are there any clear exits?
Just start walking, I guess.
Any obvious way to go?
There's down the hall. It's like kind of like a mirage type thing. You can kind of see like a door to the right and to the left at the end of the hall, but as you keep walking and walking, it keeps getting farther and farther. It maintains the same distance, it seems, for a while.
Oh, hold on. I think I remember this. We keep walking, and it's always the same way. So what we all have to do is turn around and walk backwards.
What? Do you mean like walk backwards that way, or like walk that way?
Okay, we want to go that way, so we'll call it like north, I guess. So what we need to do is face south and then walk backwards to go north.
No,
I
think their magic to stretch space to infinity, so you can walk as far as you want and you'll never get anywhere.
Hey Scott,
You don't have a
like
hunch.
to do something. I would like to do something actually useful and attempt to investigate a mystery.
Interesting. All right, let's
Perhaps try
do
and
it.
be detective skills.
Let's get crazy here. Let's actually work on a mystery. All right, go ahead. Roll plus sharp. Investigate. No pressure. 8. All right. 79, hold 1. What's your question? You didn't expect to get this far, did you?
Didn't think that far ahead.
What are the questions?
Isn't
one of the questions like, which way did we go?
Which way did he go, George?
Where
Where did it go?
did it go is the question. I'm gonna say, what is being concealed here?
Ooh, good one. All right. So you are not a magic practitioner, Darcy, but you can kind of you do what you do see. I mean, you've picked locks, you've timed guards. There's a logic to things, and you kind of see here and there, like where the smoke swirls on the floor and kind of creeps up the wall. It seems to evade those areas, almost a door's width. So maybe there are doors there on the side that you're just not seeing.
I'm gonna walk over there.
Forwards or backwards?
Forward.
Just checking.
Can I like get over there, or does it? If I go to the side, does it keep like moving?
You can get there.
Okay, I'm gonna touch the wall, I guess.
Okay. So as you touch the wall, you see kind of like from your hand outward, like it's almost like you're shattering an illusion. Like the glass which held the illusion in place kind of breaks, and you see a very like majestically decorated golden door. There's like runes inscribed in it, but it's very heavy. It's like made of granite, like 2-foot thick granite, and it seems to be balanced perfectly where you press it and it just opens. It swings open into a dark space.
Hey guys, I found a thing. And then after saying that, without checking with anybody else, I'm just gonna walk through.
Okay. What's everybody else
You
doing?
did find a thing.
Oh, Charles moonwalks as he follows behind Darcy.
Damn it, Darcy, that's my job.
Was he going forward or backwards? We can't tell. He was moonwalking. What were you saying, Duma?
We're going on in.
Excellent. All right, Hawk, are you going on in?
I guess we are.
All right. Why don't you all roll cool for me, please?
Oh crap! Wait, no, I'm
Thanks.
good at that. Hold on.
Thanks, Scott.
That's what I do.
Roll cool. Oh, that's great, Scott.
That's cool.
Ah,
Shit. I'm so cool, guys.
I am not cool.
That's about
I am
Oh, that's
also not cool.
about right.
Brian and Jason are not cool. All right.
Juma and Darcy are the cool ones. That seems to be a theme.
Yeah. So
Duma's cool. Darcy is very cool, but we knew that.
so Darcy and Dumas, it's like you pass through, and it's very much like, yeah, we did it type of thing. Hey, guys. So Hawk and Charles, you kind of like, it's almost like, you're both walking through. One of you kind of grabs onto the other as like the smoke kind of, the mist kind of fills your vision, poking around with your hands. And next thing you know, you both are in this this large room. So let's see, the inhabitants of the room, how do I describe them? You're in the middle of like a 2-person deep, large orgy scene. It's like the Conan scene, but a lot more. And they're all dressed as like Princess Leia in the costume from Return of the Jedi.
What?
Charles is gonna look and go, so can anyone just join?
What's Hawk doing?
Oh,
He's like literally gonna be like, so when in Rome, he's taking off his shirt.
God.
Hawk is just gonna sigh.
Hawk, I'm going to need you to turn away. I'm going to need to get us out of this situation.
Hey, guys, hey, and that Scott guy comes into view. He's like, hey, I need to talk to you. Do you? I'm sorry. I almost said, do you have a second? Yes, of course you have a second. It's literally the end of the universe, and like you're in an orgy scene with Princess Leia's. Okay, so.
Oh, hey Scott, what's up?
Hawk, go off with Scott. I'll stay here.
No, hey Charles, I kind of need you too, buddy. So, okay, so like. Okay, we have a lot to talk about in just a little time because you're about to be sucked back to the other two. But so like, okay, so quick, here's the TLDR version of what's going on. So 4 sorcerers were needed for the thing. One of them got killed in the research, and they needed a 4th, and it really didn't matter who it was because like they just needed to be present. So these 3 people, came to me and they said, hey, you want to be a wizard? I'm like, hey, that sounds pretty darn cool. And I'm like, totally. I didn't really ask for the fine print, and here we are. But now I'm part of the ritual, and I didn't even realize I was part of this ritual to destroy existence until I was already part of the ritual. So it's a bad scene for everyone, okay? So right now, it's not just an end of existence. They're reshaping a new existence, like, new universe and their vision when they're gods. Technically, I'd be a god too. So, and I apologize for too fast talking, but literally you guys about to be sucked back to Darcy and Dumas, okay? So they asked me to basically, since I'm part of this and it's irrevocable at this point, they asked me to practice making things in realities. So the first thing that came to my mind, and here we are. I really do apologize. It's very misogynistic of me, and I wish I could blot that out of me, but it was literally the first thing I thought of, and it's real. I can't stop it. It's happening. So, okay. So, I'm going to do my best to like leave clues for you. I'm going to try to guide you to the center where like the main ritual chamber is. But I don't know how to stop it. I hope you guys do. I don't know how you got here. I don't get that part, but so really I'm doing my very best, guys, but you're about to be sucked back. And then next thing you guys know, you're standing next to Dumas and Darcy. For some reason, Charles's shirt is off. His belt is in his hand right now. Nothing is holding up his pants. We don't know why.
Did he lose the shirt? Did he go through the rest of the mystery shirtless?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what everybody wants to see. This is the show you paid for. Yes. Yes. Work
Oh,
it,
my
Charles.
shirtless.
Yes. do
Charles
not.
turns to Darcy, but as he turns to Darcy, his pants just fall to his ankles.
Oh, no.
Are you losing your clothes, Charles? Have you finally gone?
I think you're having a wardrobe malfunction.
Dumont gets that reference.
Okay, so anyhow, yeah, we had a detour through. Well, let's just say Charles was going to have a good time, but we had a detour, and so yeah, it turns out that Scott dude is definitely their weak point. That supposedly they had 4 sorcerers, and then one of them died, and they just need a 4th body to just stand there, not actually do anything, just kind of stand there, and they basically plucked out Scott, and now that Scott knows what they're going to do, he's really not keen on it and wants to help us out, but he has to do that, all secretly and quietly because, that's the way this bullshit kind of works. So we definitely have
How do
an
you know?
in through there. Go ahead.
How do you know he's actually helping us? I mean, I wish I'd been with you because I'm, a professional liar. I can tell these things, but like, how do you know he's not just gonna take us the wrong way?
So you think I don't know anything about professional liars having been around you for, this long?
Ooh, that cut
Okay,
deep.
but I
Ooh,
don't-
just right there. Oh, God.
I don't lie to you, Hawk.
Hmm?
What do you mean? I don't lie to you, Hawk. How would you know?
No, you just lie to everybody else while you're around me. You think I haven't picked up a few tricks?
Fair.
Fair.
Okay, but
But-
but that still doesn't tell me whether we can trust this Scott dude or not.
I don't know.
I mean,
He
I
seemed-
definitely believe that he was just a guy that they found off the street. That seems plausible to me.
He seemed pretty legit, given that he was kind of scared and also incredibly awkward.
Okay, but that's like all of us all the time, except for Charlie. Really.
Not awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is just like a wild goose chase that Beelzebub gave us to keep us out of his hair while the rest of them go off and do their plan.
Anyways, where are we currently? This is what I would like to know,
you're-
Scott.
You kind of like you started off as you and Dumas were kind of there. You kind of transitioned to like a different kind of hallway, like it's a different color marble, and it starts transitioning to like the walls are made of like thickly knotted together vines, like it's alive all around you, like in a vegetable form, if you will. And you next thing you know, if you keep walking down this road, you're kind of like in a clearing with sunlight. It's weird.
Nice. A hike is what we need right now, I'm sure.
This
Hawk.
place is a mess.
Yeah, Hawk. You will see like a it looks like the metal bra from Princess Leia is laying like on a path to your left with like a big like it looks like someone used a stick to gouge like an arrow in that direction right next to it.
So I have a feeling we're supposed to go this way.
Hey, Charles, I found a shirt for you.
No,
please
see,
don't
you
do
have to
that.
see, that's why Charles took his shirt off.
Hey,
Charles
what?
puts the top on.
Oh my god, of course he does. This is what we need. This will boost ratings. Everybody, okay, let's take a second. Everybody, I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes, don't cheat. I want you to think about Charles in a Princess Leia metal top from Return of the Jedi. Kind of undulating around. Okay, now hold that thought in your head for a second. And let go, and now cry.
Oh, wait, here. I'll do you one better.
Oh no, we can't do
No.
that.
Brian's gonna dance.
Oh goodness. Oh
Oh,
no.
God.
This is
He just looks at Darcy, just does this.
Everywhere is a party to Charles.
Glad you're having fun, Charles.
Anyhow, yeah, like I said, this guy said he was going to leave us clues, and I think he has trouble understanding between clues and outright directions, given how, given that there's an arrow pointing here, but it's definitely I point at Charles Metal Bra. It's definitely something relevant to where we were when we met him. So
Okay, well, I mean, I'll trust your gut, Hawk.
well, also, then also the question is, where else are we going to go?
That's fair. We have no other leads.
Well,
Onwards.
Yes.
It's just ultimately, it's like, we don't really know, and maybe this is going to lead us into some kind of. Well, I mean, okay, it's obvious if it's Leia's outfit here, then maybe it's a trap. But it's better anywhere else to go. And besides, if they try and trap us, we'll just shoot their face off their heads, or something. Something like.
It's off there.
I have a really big gun. Because of course I have the elephant gun.
Somehow,
Yes.
some way, Charles is now wearing the Princess Leia bun wig.
God, why
Magic
did
of
I go in
television,
this
everyone.
direction? Why?
Well, it's definitely all your fault, Scott.
It kind of is.
You're
is-
the one who gave us a Princess Leia orgy.
Yeah, you this is your fault. You should have expected that.
You don't get to complain.
Yeah. All right, you make a good point. This is totally my fault. We'll work it out though.
Anyways, I think the consensus is we're following the arrow.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes, sounds like it. All right, so yeah, you kind of do your walking. Why doesn't everybody roll another cool for me, please?
Oh no!
You're also good
how
at
about,
it.
How about no?
Love that. We love rolling cool here.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't. No, we don't love rolling cool.
Oh my god, how did you get that?
So it's
Wait,
Darcy and Charles.
Oh, so time. Oh, so now Darcy gets to experience topless balls.
Did Darcy? Did you already roll?
I
Oh, yeah,
did.
did-
I got a 6.
Oh,
First roll.
So it's Darcy and Hawk. It's Darcy and
No.
Charles. Darcy and Charles.
okay. So Darcy and Charles failed. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yep.
Yeah.
It appears to be.
All right. So you're kind of talking to everybody else, and next thing you know, you're in front of these two metal doors, and suddenly it's like a metal door, with a cut down the middle, and it slides apart, and you guys see yourself standing on the bridge of the Enterprise, next generation version. And
Cool.
Scott's in the captain's chair, and he kind of looks over the little. Hey guys, you come on in real quick.
Charles angrily points at Scott and goes, "You bastard! Picard only sits in that seat."
Yeah, fanboy. Oh, hey, oh, Darcy too. Okay, hey, we're getting new blood here. So hey,
How do you know my name, you weirdo?
oh well, so okay, that's kind of I maybe didn't explain that to the Hawk and Charles before, but so because I'm part of the 4 and we're changing, we're altering reality, and it's basically on the cusp of anti-creation creation. I can kind of know just a lot of stuff, and I just know literally everything about you. And I'm sorry if that embarrasses you at all.
I
We
don't
won't-
like that.
We
You're
won't
not
talk
gonna
about
report
that
me to the
last order
police,
from
are you?
Amazon. What?
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 You're not gonna report me to the police, are you? Sorry, hold on. There's not gonna be any police, right?
Yeah. So
That was just a knee-jerk reaction.
yeah. So I know a bunch of stuff is the bottom line here. So okay. Okay. So you followed my marker, my first one. I'm gonna keep basically this is the other wizard, other sorcerers, whatever the hell. They're making chaos. I'm trying to, I can't unmake it. They're so powerful. I just am like, you know, I can make these little realities here, you know, for practice like they want me to, but I can't control this dimension that we're in. So the best I can do is kind of guide you.
I can trust you?
Well, I don't know. Best I can say is that what choice do you have? I'm like, I don't want this to happen. I'm just a guy. I like, you know, stuff. I like role-playing games and TV shows, and I like Firefly, and fuck those guys that canceled it. And I like, you know, stuff. I like Star Wars and Star Trek, and I like, you know, the world. You know, it kind of sucks some days, but I mean, it's going to be unmade and remade in their, you know, how they want to make it. And I mean, I can make a little part of it, but that doesn't account for literally everything I've ever known and everyone I've ever known just ceasing to be. I suppose I don't have a way to convince you. I mean, I'm just trying my best. This is all I can offer you.
All right.
Charles will lean to Darcy and go, Darcy, I think we can trust him. And plus, look at him. He's a nerd. We could easily beat him up. I mean, we could give him a swearing if we don't like his answers.
That's true. We could beat him up.
Charles just looks at
a look
Charles.
like
It's like, hey, come on now.
like they might fucking do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, okay, so time for you to go. I'll try to keep guiding you. Look for the signs. The next thing you know, you're standing next to Duman and Hawk.
All right, yeah, we can trust that dork. Charles and I could have taken him. Okay, there's no way. There's no way.
This is how they size people up.
Next time we see him, I am taking his lunch money.
Exactly. Charles and I are going to take lunch money.
Excellent. So yeah, as if you kind of keep walking, you're eventually going to come to like in this area you're in, like a tree that has like the Starfleet insignia carved on it with an arrow going this way.
Climb the tree. All right, let's go. And Darcy, her agile self, is just gonna start climbing the tree.
What do you guys do? What do y'all do?
This is quite the adventure.
Is it?
Charles will climb that tree too.
Do we have to roll for climbing a tree?
The arrow was pointing up? Or
Yeah, it's pointing
where
up.
was the arrow? Oh, pointing up. Okay. Well, she'll just like jump up, catch a branch, and pull herself up.
Okay.
Show off.
Hawk, is Hawk going up?
Charles is looking at Dumas going, you are the chosen one. You are supposed to lead the Jedi, not destroy it.
Oh, kind of like jump up, grab one of the branches, swing a bit, lose my grip with one hand. Somebody help me!
And I'll pitch.
Too funny.
Oh, great. Now Dumas double show offy.
All right. So as you regain your grip, you kind of get up to the top and you find yourself literally on a cloud standing now. And off in the distance, you see it's like, you know how like when heaven is like personified or whatever, you see it's clouds and then the pearly gates or a golden gate and these walls and this great beautiful city with sun shining out behind it. Well, the walls are on fire, the gate is crushed, but strangely the sunlight is still shining down on it. It's weird, but it's in the far distance. You figure in a normal world you would have to walk for hours to get even close to it.
Are the clouds bouncy?
They are bouncy. They have a little give to them, like you're walking on like a posturepedic, like a cushion, you know,
You're walking on sunshine.
or on a cloud, as the case may be.
All right. Duma just shakes her head. That's not how it looked like. I mean, I don't even think it had a physical existence.
Duma's actually been there. All right, so what do you do?
Jump on these trampoline clouds.
Obviously.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely call to bounce if possible, just like those kids in those commercials for the moon shoes that they never actually bounce that high.
Funny.
Yes.
All right.
Can we hop to other clouds?
Yeah, it's like one big cloud. Like the ground is clouds, one solid cloud.
Nice.
All right, everybody roll cool. It's our favorite stat.
You know what's going on.
Hey, Charles actually succeeded.
What we got? Looks like Hawk got a fail. Charles passed. Darcy passed. I see a Duma on there.
Oh, there's
And
Duma.
Duma
Duma
passed.
passed. It's just
Yeah.
Hawk.
Just Hawk.
There you go.
Funny. Damn it, Hawk.
So I bounce on the clouds and probably fall through, don't I?
No, you bounce, and you actually bounce like into Scott's arms. It's actually kind of awkward. Like it's like it's like you're almost in an embrace. He's like, this is not how I planned this one. Here, I'm just gonna back off like nothing happened, right?
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
Tell me that Scott does not have a piece of toast in his mouth.
He's not a piece of toast as well.
Oh,
So
Scott's son.
So, Hawk, if you look around, you'll see yourself. You're in it looks like a cavern room with like sconces with torches on them and they're burning. It's like, it's like the walls are wet, like you're underground. There's like a big chest and it's open and it's full of gold coins and statuettes and stuff like that. He's like, I played D&D when I was younger. Sorry. So like, all right, so where are you now, Hawk?
In some pocket dimension following your really blatant clues to wherever we're supposed to go. I'm not
is
sure
this really the time where you're hoping for like an enigmatic freaking riddle to get you to where you're going to stop the end of existence, Hawk? Is this really the time? I'm sorry, you don't raise my voice, but you're upsetting me here. Do you understand the gravity of the situation?
You asked me where I am, and I don't know where the hell I am.
What does it look like, Hawk? What does it look like? You're pretty, but you're starting to make me question your intelligence here.
We were in a place where we were bouncing on clouds.
Oh, okay, you're there. Good. So yeah, so basically go away from heaven. Big shocker there, am I right? So like go away from heaven, and when I'll try to guide you as best I can with obvious freaking directions and clues, because that's okay, we're gonna get back to that. So Hawk, we don't have much time. This again, they make me practice, and I can't keep this stable for too long. But here's what I need to tell you, Hawk, and I need you to listen well. Okay, because you weren't here when I explained to Darcy and Charles, but I kind of like sit on the cusp of creation. I know almost everything. So here's what I'm going to tell you. It's hard to decipher, but I think Duma loves you.
Okay.
Is this really the moment?
Hey, so you're telling me to shut up, and now you're like, Okay, you have a weird sense of time priorities, but okay.
Well, if
fair
ever
enough.
I'm going to be in a place where I know everything and I probably won't be able to do this again, after whatever this ends, it's like I'd rather use my knowledge for good. I'm trying to do good here. And I'm trying to tell you that Duma loves you and you're really passing stuff up and you're screwing it up. Now, if I ever had a girl like her, I would stick with it. So here's what you do. Love her back and tell her as much, okay? Will you please frickin' do that for me? Let me live vicariously through you. Jesus, Hawk.
To do that. The real question is, you want us to go away from heaven. How the fuck do we go away from heaven?
Okay, if you're in the cloudy place, there's heaven over there. You go that way, which we like to call away. And it's right then you're suddenly looking straight into Darcy's eyes. You're back on the clouds.
Hey, Hawk. You're real close.
I look around and I can see what's clearly supposed to be heaven, right?
Yeah, the place with the gates and the wall.
Okay, so Darcy, we can't actually go there. We're supposed to go away from there because apparently, I believe what he said is that place is actually full of like angel cops.
Oh, shit.
Because Darcy needs a reason to just follow the clues.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like full of cops or some shit. So we're supposed to go the other way.
Don't need to tell me twice. Shit. She starts, I guess, I don't know, bouncy. So I guess it's less running and more like bounding.
Like a moon landing type of run, yeah.
Yeah. Go in the away direction.
The away direction. There's a way to it, and then that other way, which is exactly opposite, is away. Yes.
The away direction.
The away direction. Perfect. All right. So yeah, you guys are cruising for a while, and you're generally used to seeing a clue before now, but you're just kind of keep walking. Not a lot to take your mind off things. It's like, again, this is like walking through freaking Iowa, cornfields and more cornfields, and then flat earth, and then cornfields, and then a small cornfield processing plant, and then cornfields, So, so it goes on for a good long while. You notice you're really not getting thirsty or hungry, which is a little strange. But it's like your needs aren't necessary here almost in this other plane of existence, if you will, this pocket dimension. Anyone doing anything particular, or just kind of meandering down the road?
I've been walking for a long time. Are we doing something wrong? Are you sure that you heard away, Hawk?
Charles is going to look for a clue.
Blue's Clues?
Is Dumas doing anything in particular, or just walking along?
She'll probably look around too. Yeah, see what's going on. Maybe see what kind of like magic is going on in the area. Try to get a feel for what they're doing.
Sure. Let's see. Why don't you, Dumas, why don't you use magic? Oh, 10. All right. So to do what you want, you'll want to choose do one thing that is beyond human limitations. Basically, sensing around here. Using sensing around this sorceress magic, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, just for a second, you see this just swirling, twists and turns, and you realize that this place really is kind of what it was described as. This is like chaos given form, and the other guys can't really see it so much. But it looks like, it's like the only thing holding you out of chaos, you kind of sense, are the clues that are being left behind for you. They stand as kind of like a magnetic north type of thing to guide. So like again, so the things left behind kind of stabilize chaos for a second to give progress, if you will. And then before you see it kind of, that kind of scene blurts out in front of your face, and you're back to looking at the long line of clouds coming up.
Well, I guess we need to find the next clue, but to move on then.
Hmm.
So you're kind of walking in there. You come to what looks like a lectern. Kind of like what people would speak from, and there's a scroll sitting on the lectern.
I would like to pick up the scroll.
Okay, with which hand?
Does
Oh no, this
it
isn't Dungeons
matter?
and Dragons. No, it doesn't matter.
Oh. I thought you were about to
Whammy you. I was about to whammy you.
riddle.
No. All right, pick up the scroll.
What's it say?
You have to open a scroll. A scroll is a scroll shut thing. Okay. Yeah, so as you open it up...
Well, it's implied that I open it, Scott.
So, okay. So basically you open up the scroll, and it's a clue or something. It's like... I'm soft as you could believe, and close to a goose. I'm as near as can be. And in that direction, you must journey.
I think we gotta go down. Like, in the cloud. And Darcy's gonna pass the scroll around to everybody.
What do you do?
Well, alright.
Then Charles is going to try to go into the cloud.
Okay. Yeah. Disappears under it. Gone.
Boop.
All right.
What's everybody else doing?
Darcy's just gonna dive right in.
All right. Hawk and Dumas, what are you doing?
I guess we're going down.
If you say so, I guess I'll hold Dumas' hand slightly. Ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
And
Thank you for the sound effect. Perfect.
dive
All right.
together.
Everybody roll cool.
God damn it.
God damn it. Yeah. What could it be another stat, right?
Oh, Charles succeeded again.
Darcy did not. Dumas did not.
Failed.
Awesome.
Dumas failed.
And
All right. So
apparently I did it.
So
Wow.
Darcy and Dumas.
Yes.
Awesome. So Darcy and Dumas, you kind of are walking up, find yourself walking up a ramp. And it looks like you're in this, it's a big metal cargo area. There's like if you look to the right and a little bit off, you're inside some kind of a ship. There's like a stairwell a metal stairwell up to the right that then goes like across, and there's like exits. There's like a way through. And if you look down in front of you, it looks like almost like there's like this little office, and you can see there's like a doctor's table. It's crazy. But as you're kind of looking around, suddenly Scott comes into view. He's like, Darcy, Dumas.
You wouldn't be willing to steal his lunch money with me, would you?
She looks over him. No matter how much he wants it, I'm not going to step on him.
Ooh. That in any other situation, I would take that as some kind of personal affront. But here's okay. Normally, it's at this point in the construct where I would normally try to give you some more information. But here's what I want you to take back: ask Hawk if it was better as a clue or as a fucking direction. God damn it!
So we're not getting any information from you?
No. Will you at least take... We're literally on Serenity and nobody's taking it in. You're really making me sad here. But okay, fine. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. Jesus. All right. Okay. So.
I never watched that show.
Oh, gee. Why don't you just... that hurts deeply. I can't even begin to tell you.
I do want to say...
Stop before your head. Stop while your head, or I tell Dumas what was in the last Amazon shipment. Nobody needs to know about that, Darcy. Nobody.
For clarification, Emily has seen that show. I just want to put that out there. I don't want to be like canceled for not having...
I mean, okay, Darcy has that notorious last Amazon order, but the question is where you fit the 55-gallon drum.
Oh, damn. So Scott's like, okay, so, Dumas, good to see you one-on-one. Good to have you for a first time. So the good news is you're getting closer, really close. I'm going to keep putting directions out there, not stupid-ass riddles and crap. All right? And we're going to get you there. This is freaking end of reality, for crying out loud. Damn it. Okay. All right. So.
Not really feeling the urgency here. Sorry.
Okay, Dumas. I know you've lived for eons and all that kind of good stuff, and we get it. We all get it. We get the I am older than time vibe that you've been putting out. We get it. Okay. But this is serious. We got to move. Because eternity ends. Literally.
Gotcha.
I mean, are we really going to notice if it ends? We're going to be dead. Like, we're going to be poof, gone.
Yeah, I suppose you make a decent point, but I'll be there to remember you, and that will make me sad, because I've only known you for, the space of an hour, and I rather like you all. You're cool.
Really?
Well, yeah. I don't get out much either, so, take that for what it's worth.
Honestly, Scott, I don't know what about any of us you could possibly like.
Well, I know everything about you. So let me tell you, there's some evil in there, but there's a lot of good. So I hope you realize that. So
I'll take your word for it.
All right, so there's about maybe one more marker I'll need to get you, and then you'll be at the center. Okay? So so I have a little extra time. He kind of looks around. His construct seems to be staying solid for the moment. And he's like, Dumas, I know kind of everything, more than you know. Okay, I'm on the cusp of eternity. You know what that means. You understand. So I'm here to tell you, Hawk loves you. And you need to love her back. Or else you're going to miss out on the biggest thing you've ever experienced in all of your eons of existence. Darcy?
Okay.
Nobody really loves you like that. So I got nothing to tell you. I'm sorry.
I thought for a second you were about to try and tell me that Charles did, and I was going to be very weirded out.
No,
Charles loves her like a daughter.
Well, yeah, he's been all I do. I mean, again, I know kind of everything about you all, and I mean, if you all survive this, if existence continues, he'll try to adopt you. I don't even know if that's really a legal thing anymore, like at your age, but that's also Charles. I'm sure that really is not a surprise to you, either of you. Right?
I also have a dad still.
Do you?
So...
Charles is
This is maybe a bad time, Darcy, but
Darcy kind of leans back and starts having a crisis.
yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that whole thing another time. So, all right. So you're about to go back. Just I can feel it slipping away. I'm getting an idea how this works now. So you're gonna go back. There's probably gonna be one more kind of waypoint I can leave for you, but take it. We'll get you to the center, and then I mean the other three think you're here to crash this ritual, and I hope you are. I mean, I don't. I did not read the fine print. Okay, I don't want this to happen. I like my reality, however shitty it is on a regular basis. It's my reality, you know? So save it. So, and that's the point. You guys are suddenly back with Hawk and Charles. And all four of you you're kind of in a, almost looks like a cathedral. It's very like this is like a huge building with hugely high ceilings with art on like painted on the ceiling, a lot of stained glass. And strangely the stained glass like depicts the four, and you know, there's Teague, there's Jacinta, there's Vivian, and over there's Scott in his own stained glass window. You know, it's just really weird, very weird. And you walk, and it's like another big long hallway inside a building. What do you do?
Scott wanted to know if you liked his clue, Hawk,
It's Clue?
rather than the direction, because he gave us a riddle.
Charles is going to look at Hawk and smack her upside the head.
Seriously? That's why we got a stupid dumbass riddle?
I mean, I thought the riddle was fine. It was pretty easy. I mean, just throwing that out there.
What's Dumas saying? What's Dumas doing?
Dumas, I think, is pretty exasperated with this whole situation.
That's all right. You're allowed to be exasperated. Are you guys going to continue walking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Nothing else.
Look for another clue.
Onward.
Yep. As you're walking, you start to hear what's like it's so weird. It's like there's a choir just far enough away where you can't quite, you know, hear all the words completely, but it's like one of those, you know, angelic choir type of sounds, and it's like some kind of praise to the four, Teague, Vivian, Jacinta, and even Scott, you know, type of thing, calling out their names in, you know, in angelic tones type of thing. And that kind of continues on while you're in this area.
And fortunately, the only thing I can hear playing in my head now is One Winged Angel.
Hum a few bars for us if you can.
Oh, it's a well-known song. It's from a video game.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII.
I never played that game. Let me know what song it is, Jason.
I do not know what this Final Fantasy is. Sing it now.
I have no fantasy. That's not me being cheeky.
It's really kind of properly more sung by like a Gregorian chorus or something. Choir or something. It's not something I'd really be able to sing.
Thank you.
Go and YouTube it.
All right.
Think like a Gregorian chant, but like dark and evil. So,
excellent.
Stained glass, huh? They couldn't be any more ostentatious.
So you kind of walking along, and you know, you could have gone walking straight on forever, but to the left, as you kind of go on, you see this sword, like a long sword, that's laying on the floor, pointed to your left. What do you do?
Well, I guess we go left.
Into the door.
Yes, it does. It does actually point to another door.
I guess.
Oh, nice. We love doors.
Well, I
Yes.
guess we will follow it and I guess take the sword.
Excellent. So, as you go through, go ahead and roll cool.
Oh, time for another cool.
You're always cool. You're all cool.
I wonder what could be happening.
Yeah, do you?
Charles
We
is
all
just the coolest.
passed.
Wow.
We passed.
All
We all passed
success.
that time.
Nice. Good job. All right, so you go through and you are basically standing in a large room. Think of like it's like you're inside a room that's made up of like a dome top. The dome is made of like it seems like kind of almost see-through crystal, but you know how when crystal is not completely flat, it kind of refracts like a prism. You see that as like this huge dome. I mean, the dome itself is like half a mile wide at the base, type of large that goes over you. In the center, you see a kind of raised dais, and you see it's a ways off, you know, but it's about a quarter mile away. But you can see that there are like 4 people standing on there, and there's some energy emitting like from the center of where they're standing upwards into the dome. And it's there. We'll take our halfway break and get some hydration, as Jason likes to remind us to do, or whatever it is you do when you're
Drink.
out there. Drink, yes, that is water. I would like to point out that it is water. As far as I know,
It is water.
there's water in it. There you go.
That is cold brew on sweet iced tea.
Unsweet.
All right, so take a break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll see what happens. See you in 10.
Oh, yes. Fly on 10.
What
All right.
I'm gonna do.
We're back. What we're
I
going
hope
to
you
do.
all took this break to go and get some water to drink so you can stay hydrated.
Yeah. Public
I
service
did not
announcement. What's Dumas saying now?
Okay, well, what are we doing?
Yep. So okay. Well, so that'll be a set scene. So yeah, you're in this big dome thing. It's like dark. You're like the floor is solid like ebony, or obsidian rather. And over you is like again, it's like this kind of prismatic dome, and outside, it looks like outside would be like stars or something. Maybe the stars are embedded in it or something like that. But everything else is dark, but it's not like it's kind of like the full moon night where it's dark, but you can see everything. It's quite clearly actually. And it's about then that Beelzebub kind of appears in front of you, or it's not a solid thing like he was before. It's at this point it's a vision type of thing, like another hologram looking thing. It's like, all right, so made it to the center. Good job. I also wasn't sure this was going to work out, but here we are. I'm assuming Dumas steered you.
We got here.
All right. Well, be that as it may. All right. So now I can tell you how to disrupt the ritual, and it's totally easy. You're gonna love this. You just have to kill all the 4 sorcerers, and then the ritual gets disrupted, and then it's over, and you save reality.
Don't we
Oh,
only
yeah.
need to kill one
So
of them?
easy.
No, they're all linked to the ritual. They're all 4 need to go.
Okay,
So-
because the whole point was they needed 4. So
To start the
if you have less than
ritual.
4.
Start the ritual, yes.
Oh, we'll have to kill Scott, huh?
Who?
That
All right. Well,
No.
I don't even care. Get to it. Reality is at stake. So, and he kind of waves and fades.
all right. So
Well, something weird is going on here.
Yeah.
What do you do?
this is not what we meant by stealing his lunch money. That's for sure.
Steal this lunch money forever.
Forever. Oh my god.
Oh, Charles is going to head towards the dome.
Well, this kind of goes with my plan. Is what we should do. We need to summon the RV and then just pedal and just like go at them like full speed.
Oh, I would love to do that. I would love this.
All right. So that's big magic. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we need for big magic. All right. All right, so here we are. All right, so let's just go out. We've only rarely used big magic here. So big magic, use this when you want more than what used magic, the used magic effects. Tell the keeper what you want to do, which you've just told me. The keeper may require things. So I'm going to require, let's see here. I'm going to require, since this is in a weird pocket realm, it's not necessarily as difficult. I will, however, need... first, you're going to have to use magic to open up a portal. And then, to kind of power it through, you are going to need a good amount of angel blood.
Well, we got one right here.
Lucky you guys.
Oh.
So, basically, mechanically speaking, Dumas will need to take 1 harm, armor piercing, to make this ritual, to make big magic happen. After the portal is opened.
So, use magic roll.
Yep.
And 1 harm.
Yep. Are you all over this, Dumas?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's get rocking. Weird. Good job. All right, so yeah.
Just did.
So yeah, so
do you want to help out? Do you want to help out?
Oh.
Me?
Oh, to make it to advance it. Can anybody help out? Hawk? It's only in combat, right, Hawk?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm actually bad at helping out because that's cool.
All right, quickly, who helps out? You have 3 seconds.
That is cool, right?
2 seconds. 1 second.
I'll do it.
Charles will help. Charles will help.
All right, we already got Darcy cry out. So Darcy, go ahead and help out.
My psychic Rhonda that I clearly
All right, grant some +1 on the roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So I'll say that so you power it. So the portal opens, and then how do you kind of contribute your blood to the ritual, Dumas?
Well, she'll just like make a cut like right on the meat of her arm back here, just like squeeze out a bit, and then just paint and a big circle around, and then open the portal with that.
All right.
Yeah, I do get 12, so that's an advanced success on use magic.
Oh, is it? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
All right. So the keeper will offer you some added benefit. I'm gonna say that you pull it through, and what's a good added benefit here? I'm gonna say that oh man, this is I'm really not caught flat-footed by this stuff, but I can't think of a really good add to this one. It's already pretty darn good. Let's go with added benefit that It as it kind of passes through the angel blood, let's say, it's just got a little more resilient. The shell of the vehicle. What do you do?
I mean, Darcy's happier than driver's seat. Let's go.
Yeah. And just aim it straight at them.
Yeah. There's an
There's an
important
added
part of
benefit.
this.
There's an added benefit. It brought the motorcycle too.
That
Sure.
would be a benefit, yeah.
An important part of this. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen begins to play.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, that's already playing as it arrives.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's the last thing we were listening to.
Yeah. All right.
Is
So,
anyone else getting in the RV, or are we just watching
Oh,
them
Charles.
do it?
Charles is in the RV. He's going to be in the front seat with Darcy.
yeah, and if the motorcycle was on the back, I'll take the motorcycle.
Okay.
And,
Huck, where you going?
With Duma.
All right.
yeah, and then we'll just ride up towards them.
Okay. Now, in case I didn't make it quite clear, I just do want to point out that they're on a raised dais, so you can drive to them, but you'll eventually run into the dais, and it will stop like a wall type of thing, almost. High enough.
Are
So-
there stairs?
Yeah, it's tiered, but so we'll deal with that as we go. I just want to make sure I understand that yes, this is not just a drive by. All right, so what are we doing, Darcy? We're basically just trying to run
Get
people over at this point,
scratched
right?
into 'em. I mean, that's what I would like to do.
Sure. All right, so why don't let's see, Darcy, why don't you roll Act Under Pressure?
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
9. It's alright.
That's all right.
You wanna use one of your lucks? I mean, this is the last.
You know what? That's a fair point. I'll go ahead and use the luck to make that 12. Why
Okay.
not?
All right. Do you have an advance under Act Under Pressure?
I do not.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to say that, so yeah, you're gunning it faster than she's ever been gunned before. And, the engine is just humming. It's like, it was built for this moment. This was it. This is why it was brought into existence. And you basically, you can actually see them like on the dais, and they actually start to panic. The four, they basically start backing up to the far side of it, and I'm going to say that it basically it hits the dais, the tiered thing, and she gets some air basically. I'm going to say you do hear like a solid dunk as you kind of gone by. As you get your air and land, basically that's all that the suspension can take, and it just crushes under itself. This vehicle is not made for stunt driving. But as you look in your rear view or side view, as the case may be, you see that you took out Vivian. She is like she got basically smushed as you went over.
I'm going to pat the dash of Rhonda affectionately and say, "It's okay, Rhonda. We can get you fixed up later."
Will ya? So, Duma, what are you doing?
Well, we're kind of like going up towards the dais, and we're basically going a circle around the dais right now on the motorcycle.
Okay, so you can see. So the Magister raises his staff, and I'm going to have you act under pressure, please.
All right.
Uh-oh.
This is definitely a combat situation now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to use help out to add +1 to that.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I guess what exactly was Zuma rolling to, like, just circle around, or
No, not get hit by lightning, basically.
Well, then the obvious thing to do is just, basically covering fire from my handgun as Duma is circling around, make them flinch. I mean, even if it's not going to hurt them, they're probably going to flinch and throw off his aim.
Okay, so that makes it a 7. So that brings us to basically it's a hard choice. So Duma, you got effectively an 8. So your hard choice is you can definitely totally not get hit by that lightning bolt coming out of that staff, but it's going to hit directly behind you.
You mean it's going to hit Hawk?
It is going to hit Hawk. So you can either take it, or you can take that hard choice and let Hawk get hit, or take the hit. What do you do?
Let's see. Well, I'll take the hit.
Okay. All right. So even with Hawk's gunplay, and again, this is he's firing at a guy who's obviously not used to being shot at, so definitely a good, breaker upper, if you will. But you can feel that his aim is off enough where Hawk will be hit by this bolt. So instead, you kind of you hit the clutch to slow down just at the right time, to get out of the way. You couldn't gun it faster to speed up to get out of it, so you'd take the hit. So it takes 3 armor piercing.
Ow.
So this harm goes straight to your harm.
Yeah.
And are you at 4 harm right now?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. So for your harm, I'm going to say that you basically are going to lose the harm move is you lose your balance. You're going to basically put the bike down. So basically the bike skids. Hawk, go ahead and act under pressure to not get crushed under the bike.
Oh, thanks.
It's a little
More
messy.
cool rolls.
You get struck by lightning, things go way out of whack.
Oh, great. Act under pressure is a cool move.
You did good on a few cool rolls.
That's an 8?
An 8. All right. So worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I'll say that you don't take any harm, but for the moment you're trapped under the weight of the motorcycle. For the moment.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but no harm in this case. All right. So Darcy and Charles, you're in the now crippled RV at the far side of the dais. I'll say Dumas is kind of like on the if you're going in this direction, you went over the dais. Dumas is like over here, and Dumas' bike, and therefore Hawk are on to the left of the dais. The only people who can really act at the moment are Charles and Darcy. What are you doing?
All right. It's time for a big entrance.
Are you saying something, Darcy? I think you're...
So,
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Sorry about that. Must have been just a secondary thing. Go ahead. Yes, Charles.
all right, it's time for Charles to make a big entrance.
All right. How does he do that? Is this a move? I forget.
Yep, it's a move.
All right. Let's show us the move. All right. So the big entrance. Why don't you read it for us? It's your move.
All right. When you make a showy entrance into a dangerous situation, roll plus cool. 10 plus, everyone stops to watch and listen to you until you finish your opening speech. On 7 and 9, you pick one creature to stop, watch, and listen until you finish talking. On a miss, you're marked the biggest threat by all enemies present.
Okay.
And for each one of these situations, I have an idea. So let's do this.
All right. That sounds good. Show me what's your first do it. Let's see what your showy entrance is. I haven't seen it yet to trigger this move.
All right, and this is hello.
Yeah.
Yes. This is actually what I want to
Oh,
have.
great.
So describe
Exactly.
what we see is basically what are you doing? What triggered the move
Okay.
in the first place?
Okay, so after Charles refilled his chainsaw and everything, he got everything ready and he kicked open the door to the RV and he came out to the middle of the diocese and then just started pissing.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Just started pissing right there. And he's just, "Hi, magic bastards! Look what I'm doing to your ritual."
All right,
So now he's the biggest threat.
all right. I'm gonna say so. Yeah, that was your miss. Is that the sorceress Jacinta, who's left over? She gestures toward you, and you feel like this black hand, or black arm with a hand at the end, like a smoky arm, snake around your body like a python, and it kind of embraces your face at the top, and you'll take 2 harm right now.
Is it armor piercing?
This one in particular is not.
So that'll just be a 1.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So 1 harm.
Okay, and the last thing Charles is going to say to her, "Joke's on you! I'm into this shit."
Surprise to no one. All right. Yeah. So take 1 harm. Yeah. You see her kind of. She's taken aback at that. She actually, again, she's in kind of the cusp of reality, just like everyone else in the 4 were. So she knows everything, but just to hear you say it is like revolting, obviously, to any normal person.
And from the doorway of the RV, you see Darcy go, "Ew."
Yeah. So on the other side of the dais, Scott's like getting down. He's like, his hands are on. He's almost prone on the steps, and he's like, "Holy shit!" He's just kind of looking around, like, "Oh my god, what in the hell? What in the hell do I do?" And for the moment, he's basically paralyzed. Darcy, I'll give you a potential action unless you have nothing, and we'll see who else can act at the moment.
So I can see Charles he's pretty much captured by Jacinta, yeah?
Well, I'm not sure if captured is a good term, but wrapped in magic at the moment. Whether or not that's a solid thing that stays, who's to say?
What else can I see?
You do
I know
see.
you said something about Scott.
Yeah, Scott is like he's on like the opposite side from where Vivian got killed, where you drove over. So on the opposite side is Scott. He's kind of like has his head down. He's prone, hands on the steps, kind of like looking up to see what the hell's going on. And the Magister is on top.
I'm gonna go over to Scott, and sort of. Well, I'm gonna kind of like rush over there. I'm not just gonna waltz. I'm gonna rush over there, and I'm gonna kind of like crouch down next to him.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
be like,
hold.
Oh.
We're you're kind of like at this point, you're kind of like an attack of opportunity type of situation. So act under pressure to make sure you get there okay first. You have to basically cross the Magister's gaze. Well done.
"Hey,
All right.
let's
Yeah.
go."
So all right, continue with your description, please.
I'm gonna crouch down next to him. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?"
He's like, pretty shitty, Darcy. Can you see what the hell's going on?
Yeah, it's about to get shittier. We're gonna have to kill you. There's no nice way to put that.
Huh?
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted us to save reality, and part of saving this reality is, killing you.
Oh, Darcy, you don't have to like be so jovial about it. Are you serious? I mean, this is not a good time to fuck with me.
No, I am serious. Wouldn't you, who apparently knows everything about us, know if I were lying? Why would I be fucking with you? I'm as serious as a heart attack.
Yeah.
I just figured if I said it in like a really blunt and direct way, it would like be better. I don't know how to talk to people.
He's like, he just looks you directly in the eye. He's like, I get it. I get what you have to do, but I know you've never actually like murdered anyone before. So I feel kind of bad for you having to carry this. You're literally going to murder me. I'm not going to fight back. I won't resist you. I know it's in the balance.
Oh,
I'm
no.
literally defenseless.
Wait, really? You're just gonna...
Yeah, I'm going to turn away from you now, so do what you got to do, but I hope this doesn't weigh on you. And he kind of he's still terrified on the stairs. You know what's going. The Magister's up top, flinging lightning bolts and shit. Probably the first time he's ever seen this either. And he just kind of like he's on the stairs. He's looking towards you, and as you're having this conversation, he's kind of like,
"Oh no!"
Hold on that. Let's put a pin in Darcy. Hawk, Dumas, what are you guys up to? It's about this time you're kind of able to do stuff. Hawk, you probably worked yourself free from the bike. Dumas, your leather jacket has stopped smoking.
Hawk is extremely angry that somebody just electrocuted her girl.
Oh damn! Custom move.
Hawk wants to throw the motorcycle at the Magister.
How's Hawk going to do that?
Through the power of love.
Holy shit! Wow, I don't know.
Gonna use that mad I'm a mother and my kid is trapped under the car strength. I don't know.
Oh. Wow, that was a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna say,
yeah, right?
You know what?
This is good.
Oh my god. So let's see here. Go ahead and I'm trying to think of a good one. On a rating of 0 to 3, what is your love for Dumas?
Rating of 0 to 3?
Yep.
Probably a 4 or 5, really. But she's not supposed to know that.
Oh, we'll keep it at 3. So roll plus 3. So let's see what happens just for kicks.
Okay.
2d6 plus 3.
Yeah, I've got a plus 3 on my charm, so I'll just roll that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Power, love. It's a curious thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Scream, you bastard! And pick up the motorcycle and swing it like a quarter of a turn and launch it, and it goes exactly 3 inches and crashes.
You could use all your luck.
Oh, yes, I could just luck this. You know what? This would be a great thing to luck.
So what are you going to do?
Use the luck to turn that to a 12.
Okay. So, the power of love apparently doesn't help you lift things. Because, like, you basically strain it, and you're like, and, like, you're pretty sure you herniated yourself just now. You're not positive. However, Dumas, you find that you're healed 1 harm.
All right. Am I stabilized?
Are you below? Yeah, you're back to 3, so we'll stay you're stabilized for the moment.
Okay.
What does Dumas do? Dumas is allowed to act.
Throwing the motorcycle thing did not work all that well, so I have a different plan coming up.
You don't have super
Jamal
strength.
just chuckles a bit and says, "You take one corner, I'll take the other. Keep out of line. Try to keep out of his line of sight. We're going up." And she just like gonna charge straight at the Magister and kick some ass.
All right. Sounds good. Let's do that.
I'm just going to start stalking towards him. I think it's time to use the elephant gun. Since the motorcycle didn't work, I just like pull that out and I'll just start steadily walking towards him. You fucking asshole.
And
And if I can use that elephant gun to help Dumas with their kicking ass, I will do so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you're distracted enough.
That's what makes that a 10.
Cool. All right, Dumas, what does let's see here. So choose your extra effect. You are both going to do harm as established. What's your extra effect?
I'll take one less harm.
Okay. So take you'll take another lightning bolt, so take 2 armor piercing harm. And
I would like to use protect another on that. If there's some way I can do so.
It's part of the kick-ass move. I suppose that it triggers when someone's about to take damage. All right. Yeah, roll the protect one. Go for it.
All right.
You're trying to prevent harm to another.
Yeah, or, take the hit. Something like that. Man, maybe not.
Yep. So you basically touch Dumas, and Dumas basically as the lightning strikes after. Basically, this all happened at the same time. So lightning strikes, Dumas punches. There's the sonic boom that we're used to, and basically Hawk was trying to push Dumas out of the way. Didn't work. So Dumas, you take 2 armor piercing. Hawk, you take 3 armor piercing harm.
Damn.
As you've been electrocuted.
Ouch.
That's worth it.
Right, but the Magister is harmed. It's obvious, and he seems shocked. It's like he didn't expect that mere mortals would be able to actually hurt him, but there it is. So it's not like, again, Dumas punched the hell out of him with her super fists, so that's a good thing. All right, let's see. That brings us back to Scott and Darcy. Let me repeat the scene.
Oh God, no, not again.
Oh
I
God.
need to,
The problem is I don't know if anything I do actually will kill him.
Just shoot him in the back of the head.
I mean,
What do
Yeah.
you do?
I could
Darcy-
offer a suggestion.
Darcy's gonna. Oh God.
Oh no.
Scott, I hope you know that I don't want to kill you, like you as a real person.
What does Darcy do?
Always ask always ask Scott if he's willing to go up against like the Magister or whatever.
He still needs to die. It doesn't
Yeah,
change
that'll
the
probably
fact
kill
that they
him.
need to die.
Doing so will probably kill him,
Right.
but at least get some help.
All right, Darcy, you have a second before we go back to another individual.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm shooting him back the head.
All right, this is the most non-resisting target that there can be in this system. So yeah, I'll have it where he feels like the coldness of the metal of the barrel up against his scalp just for a second, and you think and you can right as like you're applying the pressure to the trigger and just that heartbeat before it trips, you hear him say, "I forgive you." His brains are splattered on the dais in front of him.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, I'm pretty sure Darcy only has a shotgun, so this is.
It's pretty significant.
Oh.
All right, Charles, what are you up to? Darcy's trying not to cry.
What can Charles do at the moment?
Yeah, so you just basically saw the scene of Dumas. You're like right there when Dumas basically come up and punched the Magister in the face as Dumas does, and you saw basically he basically retaliated with the electricity again, which also caught Hawk. Hawk is smoking, and not in the normal hot way. She is literally smoking on the ground, and dude's head is completely obliterated. Laughing.
Oh,
All right,
he's
Charles,
on these things
Charles,
apparently.
Charles is gonna get his chainsaw going. His paternal senses are activated. He can sense Darcy's duress.
What's Charles doing?
He wants to kill this Magister as quickly as possible so he can console Darcy.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Go ahead and kick some ass.
It's like, sir, you need to die.
it's okay. My first murder was brutal too.
Oh my god.
Nope,
All right.
not good enough. Charles is using a luck, and I'm advancing this 12 plus because I have advanced and kicked some ass.
All right. What is your pick? So you technically get to choose a 10 plus and a 12 plus.
Ooh. Okay, so I get to choose both of those.
Yeah, your 12 is over 10. Your 12 is actually also 12 or more. So, what do you choose as you use your Mr. Chainsaw on the Magister?
Oh, okay. We know where this is going. My attack is going to inflict double the normal harm because Charles. You remember in Naruto when he did the 1,000 Years of Pain? Except Charles does that with the chainsaw. Right up the Magister's ass.
Oh my god! How much harm does your thing do?
So this is where it's going to get really messy. Normally it's a 3, so now it's going to be a 6.
Yeah.
And I will inflict terrible harm. So it's 7.
All right. So I will say, you're basically going to split them in half. Not before you catch a lightning bolt also. So take 3 harm armor piercing.
Oh, you're just an asshole.
Because you're exchanging damage. But yeah, so yeah, he basically falls apart laterally. And that leaves Jacinta, and she's like terrified. She's like doing that backward scramble thing, tripping on the dais a bit as she goes. She knows that she knows that things are bad. So she starts she's going to try to let's see here. She's going to reach out to Charles again, rather, with that darkness hand, and it almost feels like a caress as it hits him again for another harm. But that's all she can really do at this point.
Damn.
Dumas or Hawk?
Was that just for one? Or
yeah. It's not armor piercing, so yes, you'll take the one.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure.
What are you at for harm, out of curiosity?
Oh! Charles is hurting really bad.
Dying.
What is he at?
No big deal.
No, he's not dying. He's just at 5, so he's unstable.
Right. Which is dying, kind of, slowly. All right. All right, so Hawk or let's say Hawk is first to act, if anything, if she's able. What's Hawk up to?
Okay, trying to figure out the situation now after getting up and brushing myself off. Is Manchester still up?
He's down. He's down in halves.
Who's left to slaughter then?
Jacinta, one of the sorceresses.
All right then. I'll get up and I'm gonna hurt. It's like you, and I will just start stalking towards her.
You can't kill her with the power of love. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, murder in my eyes. It's like, you're the last one. Nobody hurts her. fired you. And I'm just gonna like Jason from Friday the 13th, just kind of like the steady murderous walk towards her. And while doing so, I'll just like fire the elephant gun at her and then toss it aside and pull up the handgun and just kind of keep shooting. But while just steadily walking wherever she goes. And when I catch up to her, I'm going to pull out something and just beat the crap out of her.
Beat her with the skateboard.
Yeah, don't beat her with the thing from the Amazon shipment is all I ask, please. It's not that kind of show.
I would like to know what's in the Amazon shipment.
Wouldn't we all?
Oh,
All right, so that's all that is covered by the kick some ass move. Just one move will do it. So go ahead and roll your kick some ass. Ooh, a 10.
Ooh.
All right. What's the effect you're taking?
I'm looking at them.
Terrible harm, terrible harm.
Oh, of course I was.
No pressure. I think it was 3.
Yeah, sure. Elephant gun was 4.
It was 4.
Or so.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm trying to side him. I guess sure, terrible harm. So make it 5.
okay.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, you do all that. So yeah, basically the elephant gun goes off. You throw it aside, take out the pistol. Pistol goes off. Another loud crack. You work up to her, and she's basically fallen to her knees, and that's when you basically take out the brass knuckles and crack upside the face, and she falls down.
She's down. I'll just kind of sit there, just going, "How dare you do anything to her?"
God.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
mean,
The face is now mush at this point. And it's that point that kind of this pocket dimension fades away. And you find yourselves, you're at the side of a road, kind of on your normal spots inside the RV, and just driving down the road. Darcy's driving.
Rhonda's okay.
Yay!
Darcy
No,
driving. We're back to reality. Is Dumas still completely messed up?
Yeah, you're all in the same way that you were before.
I will immediately start tending to Dumas.
Charles is looking for a first aid kit to use on himself.
Okay.
Darcy, unescaped as usual.
Charles, I'm like, Charles, above the sink. I've already grabbed one that was like, in one of the cabinets or something, and just going to town on Dumas, doing whatever I can.
Okay.
That was pretty rough. Ugh.
So, as you're kind of going about your business, Beelzebub appears. He's in that passenger seat next to Darcy. He's like, "Wow, you guys pull it off." For a while there, I was kind of unsure. I wasn't sure you just go all murdery and be able to do it there, Darcy. You really got some talent.
Charles wants to punch
Yeah.
Beelzebub in the face.
Thanks, Beelzebub. I feel really good about this.
Well,
Oh, Charles is
hold
definitely
on.
punching him in the face. Charles is going right to punch him in the face.
Hold on, Dumas. I'll be right back. Charles is punching him, obviously, and I'll be like, "Do you have anything for us?"
So Charles is punching him, and he's kind of like it's literally taking. It's like Charles may as well be a mosquito. He's like, "Well, Hawk, so I really don't have much to offer you, However,
Well,
as I promised, RV is taken care of. It's all fine. So you
Oh,
saved
hey.
reality. Good job.
so you don't really have anything to offer us. I'll take what I can get. And I'm going to reach out and grab Beelzebub by the throat and basically attempt to physically drag him through the RV, kick open the door to the outside while we're cruising down the highway at 70 miles an hour, and throw Beelzebub out the door.
God.
You can see he's just unable to be damaged. So it's kind of one of those scenes where you're dragging me. He's like, all right, well, it was good spending time with you. And then as you throw him out the door, you hear in this fading voice, as you wish.
So Charles is gonna sit next to Darcy, and he's gonna turn to her and look at her. And he pulls out a piece of paper.
Darcy
Now-
is like 10 and 2, and usually when she's driving, she's kind of like a little relaxed, you know? She's 10 and 2, just like staring. Out
Now, look, Darcy, I know you have your own family and everything. But when you're with me, you're my daughter. And he tussles her head. I don't want you to think about any of this anymore, little buck. And he kisses her on the forehead and he puts the piece of paper down and it just says, Darcy Wolfhammer.
That's very sweet, Charles. Can you give me a minute, please?
And he's just, if you need anything, I'll be right here. I'm going to make you some brownies.
I would love that.
Thank
Thank you.
freaking goodness.
Thank God. That's exactly what Darcy needs.
All right. So in the near the rear of the RV, Hawk, you're tending to Dumas' heavy wounds. Let's play that scene.
I'm so glad you're here. Well, not dead.
Hit me pretty hard. I think I'm okay. You alright?
As long as you're all right, darling. As long as you're all right.
I think I'm gonna be okay.
That's good. Yeah. And then Hawk is just kind of going to kind of collapse unconscious, kind of on top of Dumas. It's kind of half on, half off. We're safe.
Yeah. Getting involved in that business is always bad news, it seems.
And Hawk's just gonna kind of lay there, head on Dumas' shoulder, arm across the chest, and just go, it's gonna be okay. As long as I've got you, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Dumas like a hugger.
And Hawk's probably gonna pass out from pain and exhaustion
As you do.
with Dumas pinned down.
What's Dumas doing as Hawk loses consciousness?
I bet you she'll sit there and hug Hawk.
All right. So the brownies start to get made. The scents flow from the what do you call it? The cooking area mid RV, and everyone, so about an hour or so later, when they're nice and cool and everyone's conscious again, feeling a little better. Second and third degree burns still suck, Hawk, but here you are. And but it's like, you feel warm, Mom's probably still holding on to you. You know, you're surrounded by your home. There's that smell of brownies, and for all the psycho shit that Charles does, god damn, he makes a tasty brownie. This is like, again, you kind of take that in. Charles is probably going around with little napkins as he does, passing out brownies, making sure everybody has one. Everybody gets Edge, especially Darcy, because Edge is important in a brownie. And
Yes, it is.
and the RV goes speeding off into the night. And as the camera kind of pulls back from the scene, we kind of see the road ahead, and it seems to be a never-ending one, a long one. And as it pulls back, the darkness envelops everything, and it keeps going back until you're in space and you're seeing that world. You're seeing the scene of, like, from space, the lights of the continent, you know, the houses, the everything on the various continents, and you see, you know, that the world's still spinning. You know, it's filled with monsters here and there. It's filled with scary, bad things, but it's also filled with some good things too, worth saving. And it's also filled with some hunters who try to keep it safe and do what they can to make the world a little better place, even if it eats at their soul every single time. And then we fade to black. And that's the campaign.
And then there's one tiny bonus scene where Hawk leans over, gives Dumas a smooch, says, "You taste better than brownies." I have no idea how Charles will react to that.
Was that a consensual thing, Dumas?
Yes.
Because we only allow consensual touching in this game. Okay.
Yes.
I know I technically don't have the experience points, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I like to imagine, because one of the Cricket improvements is recover a stash of money from the old days enough to live without care for a year or two. I kind of like to imagine in our fiction that that's what we do.
I don't know. Maybe Scott used his powers to fill Rhonda with gold pieces before he died.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. For like the end credits of this, I just see like ABBA Dancing Queen playing, and it just starts with Charles dancing, and it just slowly goes to every character joining him.
Oh, that would be a good one. You can dance, having the time of your life. Yep, with the 70s silver clothes. Yep, totally.
Exactly.
Awesome.
This suit's from the Mamma Mia movie.
Oh, there you go. All right, so that's the campaign. So we have time. I kind of wanted to build in at least a little time to kind of go over things. I always do like to go over things, like the campaign on the last session, mostly to gush about my players. So I'm not sure if you want me to start with that, or if you guys want to share with each other. You know, how was the campaign? You have a good time?
Well.
Yep. Anybody but Cassie can answer that question. Go, I'm sorry, Cassie, I was joking. Go ahead.
It was pretty fun. It was very silly. Just a
No.
It was just basically a Gonzo B movie type thing.
Thanks, Charles.
We're funny people. I mean,
We may have had a Charles in the group.
Yeah, you may have had a Charles. So this is time I like to take at the end of the campaign to kind of share. I always do try to make some time to gush on my players, because as I always point out at the beginning and the end of the show, there's a reason I position everyone like this. I'm the narrator, but these are the stars. They belong on the top. So these are the stars of the show without whom this can't happen. And they're pretty awesome. Again, they're here of their own volition. I'm not trapping them or anything, or having them kidnapped or holding their loved ones. They're coming here of their own free will, and because they like to role play and like to do gaming, and here to have a great time and create some great characters. So let's start over with Cassie. So I like to do a little one-on-one gushing. So Cassie. So this is Cassie's second full campaign with me. She started off in my Blades of the Dark campaign a couple campaigns ago. and I'm happy to see the character change. I know she always talks about pretty much the same damn character, but she played a very different character in Blaze in the Dark. It was this kind of, combat-y, but tactical from a distance kind of thinker and creator. And we kind of got, and when she created Dumas, this became kind of like this stoic, wise person with eons of time behind her to put that wisdom to work with. She created this character that was very unrelatable on purpose. It was like she's this angel pressed into this human body that she's there with, and it's like a meat puppet that she's trying to work constantly. This is not an angel form. So, I mean, she really played it well, that this was uncomfortable, that this reality, that this group, that this, relationships are just not her thing. She's never had that in eons of existence. For all of her wisdom, through her character, we could tell that she's like, I don't get this relationship, friendship, spending time with people thing at all, but I'll just kind of kill things and walk through it, and we'll get past this somehow, and then I'll continue on my eons of eternity after they turn to dust. So whatever. And I think everybody can agree she played that kind of feel well, like this kind of not connected to our reality, but trying at least, kind of like a bad Captain America, not getting that reference, that kind of thing. So I just want to compliment Cassie on how well she really sold this character. She probably said the fewest lines. I would bet her lines are like maybe 10 to 15% of all lines spoken in this game were Dumas, but they were worthwhile when she did speak. So again, I love gushing about my players, so I just want to start with Cassie and how awesome she is, and how, like I said, this just she sold this character. This was acting, This is a skilled role player you're seeing here, so that's pretty cool. So hats off to you, Cassie. Thank you. Let's go to Emily. So this is Emily's first time in Scott's Case Files, hopefully not the last. Emily, as I think a good portion of anyone who's been paying attention to the Discord knows, Emily has been my Monster of the Week tutor, basically showing me kind of like the ropes. I've done Powered by the Apocalypse a bunch of times now, but as you know, each game, it does have its own flavor, its own turn on how things should work. And Monster of the Week definitely has this dynamic where it is apart from the others. Like it's very close to Urban Shadows, and like if you look at it from a distance, but from right up close, Urban Shadows is all about like relationships and meeting people on the streets and politics, and this is all about how you work a mystery. And when you get down to it, it's not about the mystery. It's about how the hunters deal with the mystery, how they change, what they become. And she really kind of pointed that, got me through that. So I like to think that I became a better keeper because of her tutelage, and I do appreciate that. And of course, the character of Darcy was always this weird, quirky, dangerous but funny. We're about to be killed, but this is amusing type of feel, which kind of kept things light when they wouldn't otherwise have been, and just had this. I always liked Darcy's character because she was so much about the driver move was just one thing on her sheet, but she totally bought into that like 110%. And the RV became her baby, and she was the one who supplied this home, this thing that became the home for this whole group. And it was great for me as a keeper because that keeps you all together and keeps you moving down the road, and it's a very fiction first type of thing. But it also, I think she definitely made sure that it was very much a home type of situation rather than just a vehicle being transported around the road, that kind of thing. So yeah, so again, Darcy, I love the character. I love like that inappropriate timing perkiness she always has, and how she was, just always ready to fucking break into some place and loved robbing hospitals blind. I don't know why, but she loves stealing from sick people. I don't know if that's a trait that Emily's brought over. I don't know what's going on there, but there's that. So Emily, thank you for playing. It's been awesome. I hope you do join us when you're kind of, your life is kind of back to normal-ish and you have more time to, RP and do the sessions and etc. So you are absolutely welcome back. Love to have you.
We want Emily back.
Absolutely.
I would love to come back.
Yeah, when you're ready. When you're ready. So let's.
Yeah.
When you're ready to come back, come forward.
So then we have Jason. So this is Jason's first campaign with me, and he is all of our emotional support Canadian. So that was always nice to have. But so the character of Hawk, I found really interesting. I think Hawk wanted to be kind of like this skater badass, kind of, don't give a shit punk, and she turned into this, suit wearing mother hen, watching out for everybody, will absolutely take the hit for you, period, even if she's angry at you. But afterwards she's going to take a fucking walk and you better not get in her way, type of thing. So I love that Hawk was meant for one thing and the fiction took her in another direction, and that's what she became, and she played it well. Again, I couldn't imagine a better front person for this group other than Hawk doing that thing. So of the games I played where there was like that face person, I think Hawk has done it really well. I think, again, Hawk sold it, the fast Hawk, the power suit, everything. So wonderful. And it was played well, and Hawk really helped develop a lot of the drama too. Whether Hawk meant it or not, whether Jason meant it or not, a lot of the drama came from Hawk and added a good flavor to this campaign. Because I think everyone else is just getting along too well, here and there. And there was a little disagreement on how one person or another did something. But Hawk was the one who brought that drama. And again, we normally talk about drama in a bad way. In this game, it added this flavor where you had to fight to be friendly with each other at some points. And you mostly overcame that, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, so Hawk did all that, and I was just very impressed with the character.
And while Dumas had very, very few lines, Hawk would not shut up.
Yeah, something like that. So on the Jason side, Jason, I think anyone, even if no one, if anyone was watching this and only saw this episode, you could see how Hawk definitely tries to, get way into character. I've heard Jason's voice tremble in sessions talking about things. There was some real emotion he put there. And that's hard to come by. That's pretty cool. And Jason, when I originally kind of got Jason into the group, I do my usual questionnaires and everything. And, I just like Jason's thing because he was just so laid back. And I like that in a player, be able to kind of not take shit too seriously, but still take the campaign seriously so everybody has fun and does what you're supposed to do during the game. So, Jason kind of, again, he impressed me like that, and he's just always been here very, enthusiastic for every single session, and it shows, and I really just do appreciate that, and so thank you, Jason. I appreciate you.
No, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you too.
Why, thank you. So last but not least, we have Brian. So Brian, this is Brian's first go-round with me also, first campaign, and I also did the questionnaire thing for him, and one of his things, if I recall correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, was like, I kind of like to do some goofy things, but I do goofy things during the campaigns and everything, but I don't want to hurt the campaign. I'm like, well, okay, dude, that sounds a little scary actually, but as long as you're not gonna be goofy to the point where this becomes a literal Looney Tunes cartoon, we're good. And so he adhered to those rules to the letter, and we got Charles. I don't know about any of you other guys, but when I first heard Charles's accent, I'm like, what in the fuck is he doing? What accent is that even? I can't place it. I don't know. It's not a British accent, I can tell you that. Is it like old English? Is he immortal? I don't fucking know where this accent's coming from. It's just weird. Or is he Scottish? Is he a Highlander? I don't fucking know.
It was like Russian and Scottish and also American too, all at the same time.
Yeah. So Charles brought, again, When I originally, Emily is very well aware. When I originally started this campaign off, my idea was to have kind of like a supernatural feel, where it's like 2/3 action and seriousness and 1/3 silly. And I think we went about half and half ish. So it's not what I envisioned, but it's awesome nonetheless. It was better than my vision. So Charles brought a lot of that, and just this weirdly psychotic, inappropriate, borderline shit that just kind of like set weird ass scenes. Like they were scary in how not normal they were, and you can just imagine the NPCs reacting to his. You're like, this is not normal. This is literally a psychotic here who would like nibble your face off if you gave him an opportunity, you know? And so we really played that. I loved the fact that his character developed and that we found out so much more about his family, and the character developed because of that. We found out about the family, the stuff that Charles had done wrong, and how he was looking for some kind of redemption in some sense. And he found that in his second family, and that developed all on its own. I didn't push that, of course. But I really love that development. How, yes, Charles is the party psychotic. No really arguing that one. But he's also the dad of the group. If Hawk is a mother hen, he's the dad who, you know, makes sure that he takes the hit too, very much like Hawk. And which he did. That kind of thing. But yeah, there was so much character development there. I was very impressed. So, and on Brian's side, Brian is so like Dr. Arculari in one of my other campaigns. Brian is so creative. It hurts me to cap the creativity, but for the sake of the game and keeping us on track and keeping, you know, the fiction the way it should be, I kind of had to hold a bunch of his shit back, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So it's like, but it still hurts me to have to cap anybody's creativity. So I will keep doing that in the Cyberpunk game, which you eventually will be playing. But it's so cool to see these people with this like overflowing cup of creativity that you can't stop and you won't stop. I think that's a song. Is it a song I just quoted? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so Brian, thank you for Charles. Thank you for being part of the thing. Appreciate it.
Oh no, everyone, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I literally loved every minute of it. This was the day I looked forward to the most.
Hmm.
And
when it was over,
I honestly can't. Oh, oh no! That made me. It hurt for it to be over.
I hear
But
ya.
Charles will live on, especially if anyone caught the charity stream and they saw Knock Knock. They know I can bring the Charles into
Knick-knack.
another.
Yes. But yeah, and I do want to point out, yeah, Hawk and sorry, not Hawk, Jason and Brian both were in my Extra Life charity stream. We played the Sprawl for 4 hours, and it was awesome. Dice rolls were against us, but we succeeded nonetheless. Good job. So yeah. So again, this is kind of like the part where, you know, what do you guys want to talk about? What did you like and not like about the campaign? What was new maybe about this campaign that you haven't done before? You know, let's hear what your thoughts on it. This is like your last chance to kind of give a commentary on the campaign itself. So this is I'm giving you the stage to talk as you will.
Well, personally for me, it's more about the system of Monster of the Week, but I love the fact that this can be more RP heavy than anything else versus combat. Because for me, like normally with combat, like in D&D or anything, I find it's just okay. I'm bored. let's do something else, guys. Let's find a different tactic. And Monster of the Week allows me to explore that, and I love that about this system. I love being able to. I'm not going to take the normal route. I get to take the right turn, and I love that.
Yeah, I think with the less structured, like more free-flowing games, I'm left. Things tend to like shift so fast, and I don't know what to expect. So it's hard for me to like make a script for what I want to do, which is why I don't have much to say a lot of the time. So I try to participate as much as I can, but I'm left just sitting here trying to think of what to do and what to say next. And it's pretty hard for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a different system than Blaze in the Dark and that kind of thing. So I totally get where you're coming from. It's certainly more off the cuff improv. Like, what do you do now? Because you just found out what happened, type of thing. So I totally get what you're saying.
I wanted to say I mean, I know I've said it before, like to you guys, but I really, really enjoyed how all of us sort of meshed together and how we were all really good at playing off of each other and reacting in ways that made sense for our characters, but were also entertaining and fun. I mean, even our not funny moments were fun, you know?
Everyone hates me.
Hawk drama.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hide in a bus stop.
I really loved how we all I really loved how we all interacted with each other, how we roleplayed with each other. And I mean, I've said it before, but how your players relate to each other and how they interact with each other really can make or break a campaign. And it's so fortunate that I was with you guys.
Yeah. I try to be funny sometimes. Like the whole step on me thing was. I follow a lot of artists on Twitter that draw basically muscular lesbian type characters. And everybody in the comments of the art always is like, "Oh, I want them to step on me," you know.
Trample them. Yeah.
Cassie was just waiting for that one.
God says we're not trapped here, but I am definitely trapped by the cat.
Well, yeah, I totally get that. You're there till it leaves, even if you have to die. That's cat rules.
You don't want to ever leave me alone, Celine. It's
Oh.
like, I lean forward to like grab a mouse or something, and then I get headbutts most of the time. And it's like, you're not petting me. You're not petting me.
I also wanted to say, Scott, you did a really good job as keeper. I mean, not just I'm not saying that just because like this is my system, you know. I mean, it's not. I don't like own it, you know. But like, this is what I do.
Right, you're a keeper for Monster of the Week usually.
So you're saying
Yeah,
this is your baby.
This is my baby, and I was really happy to see that you did it justice, and to the point where I almost felt bad when I did need to give you criticism because
Well, I want that, you know.
I know that because I know that if I were in your place and I was, you know, not if I was doing something that could be improved upon, I would definitely want someone to tell me that.
Right, exactly.
But I also I really appreciate your GM style. You've done things a little differently than I would, and it has prompted me to sort of take those kinds of elements and put them in my games, which
Cool.
I definitely appreciate.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That's a high compliment. That probably highest compliment a GM can give another GM. So there you
go. I'll agree. It's one of the things. I mean, I GM a lot mostly, but being a player is seeing how people do things differently and then shamelessly copying them all.
Yeah.
Because that's the name of that's the name of the game with role playing games is copy everything. And if you actually want to file serial numbers off, you can, but who really cares?
Fair enough. All right. Anybody? Anything else?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much how all creative work is. Is you just learn from other people and just do what they do with your own spin.
There's nothing is original anymore. It's all been done. All right,
It's
anybody
not
else?
easy to DM this. I mean, the prep work is really easy, but it's not easy to have your players do things that you totally didn't expect them to do, and then being like, okay,
Summon
I
an
need to think
RV
of
in a
something.
pocket dimension. No, that was definitely on my playbook area.
I need to think of how this plays out right now.
Yeah, and that's why I like these sorts of games. I'm a very reactive kind of person. Cassie's like trying to think things out, and I'm just like, things are happening, be reactive, and I thrive in that on either side of the screen. And like a lot of games, it's like I have no idea what's going to happen, and then the players do something so far away from what I expected, and run with it. And we're probably pretty good for not doing what Scott thinks.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Scott deserves like a lot of kudos because our group here was unpredictable as hell.
Hawk was extremely predictable. Somebody who shall not be named but has a dog was unpredictable.
Keep throwing those monkey riches.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to share about the campaign, etc.? If not, we'll probably end the episode here. It was a good run.
Well, final thing, sure. So we're going to do it again, right?
Monster of the Week Season 2, let's go!
So the name of this adventure, this mystery, was The End of the Road. So it's the end of the road. Maybe someday we'll revisit our hunters and see what they're doing, how they're doing, if they're alive.
Do another Monster of the Week campaign with new characters, but our former hunters are NPCs, and we get to see how their lives played out.
I can't be that much of an asshole to you guys.
New characters, but we're in Rhonda.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
That'd
Well, that
be
means that
amazing.
Darcy is dead. So,
Or that
That's
means
true.
that Darcy is, and I quote, too old for this shit, but we're like the new protege team.
oh god.
That gives me ideas for running Monster of the Week for you guys. But
Neither here nor there.
You're willing to give up Rhonda because you managed to buy like a yacht
No, I don't see that.
no.
or the Shield helicarrier.
Maybe.
All right. Well, everybody, great run. I really enjoyed the campaign. It was a challenge for me. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the challenges. You met them every single time. I hope to see all of you in future campaigns. Again, Jason and Brian are going to be in my Cyberpunk Red. I hope to see Emily and Cassie someday. Again, back in the thing. Keep on the Discord, please. At least keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing. We'd like to know. Comment on the Discord. Say hey. Let us know you're live, so we don't have to do health and welfare checks.
Hawk is so tired. So
okay.
tired.
Darcy recovered his stash of money, so we're living great now.
One of my ardent viewers, Lappy, she is just wants to let you know I loved what I saw of it. Good job all around.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ardent.
All right, so this is our last sign off for this campaign. So let's start with Brian, and we got the H dubs.
Thank you so much. You can find me on YouTube through that banner, Horror and Dubs, and on my Twitter. It's Mr. Nerdy Brian, but it'll show up as Nerdy Cephalopod. I love those octopuses. And everyone, final time here on Monster of the Week. Thank you so much. And you have a good night.
Excellent. Jason, say goodbye.
Oh, wait, what? It's my turn? What? Oh, I'm not ready. Oh, bye.
What's my line? All right, Emily.
Bye-bye. I'll miss it here.
Oh.
You need to work on your aim then.
What?
You know what?
If you're going to miss it here, I guess you need to work on your aim.
Oh God, why the puns? Not gonna miss the puns, right? All right, and last
No.
but absolutely not least, we have the Cassie.
Okay, goodbye, peoples. I love you.
And she does. So, and I am Scott's Case Files. This is the Twitch channel you're watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the follow. I just actually got a Twitch affiliate also, so subscribe if you really like. But I'd love to see you back, and let's talk about role-playing games and watch them and stuff. So you can find my social media in the Abouts if you hit the About tab. And if you're watching this on YouTube, all that stuff will be in the description. And I would love for you to comment, let us know what you think about it, that kind of thing. So thank you again to my players. I love gushing about my players because they are always awesome. And I will miss them and their characters. But like I said, at least I'll see Jason and Brian back in a week or so ish. We'll have to figure that out. Anyway, thank you for watching, viewer. Take care. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And go forth and do no harm. And take care until I see you again. Bye for now.